I know this fucking dog is not. Oh my god, I just started the live all wrong. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on? It's me, your girl, Gigi, the Glam Goddess. Yes, I'm live. And yeah, I didn't really feel like making a pre-recorded video, so I just wanted to kind of come on here and say what the hell I need to say and get off of here. Um, yes, so where do we start? Where do we start? Yeah, okay, the topic of today, of tonight, is dating men as a trans woman, okay? Dating as a trans woman, right? Specifically men, okay? Now, it can be so tricky. Just to keep it real, I don't even know where to start because this shit can really get like, it is a roller coaster of emotions when you're talking about dating as a trans woman and even being in a relationship as a trans woman. But I'm gonna just go ahead and talk from my experience, right? So me, I have dealt with men as far as I can remember being trans. I never had a period where I was a gay man. So it was like, soon as when I transitioned when I was younger, it's like when I started to just deal with men, because that's when I felt more comfortable to deal with men. And starting off, for one, I got to really see um, how disgusting and creepy men were. For one, just being a little doll fledgling, growing up, transitioning. And I seen how creepy men were. I transitioned roughly when I was about 13 years old. And I started dating probably like 14. I want to say like 14. I started dating. Like really started like seeing guys and stuff like that. And for one, I noticed that it was a lot of predators out there. Um yeah, a lot of men prey on teen trans women, okay? Teens, transsexuals, teen, whatever you want to call it, okay? Um, and I find like when I look back at like what I went through or just some of the experience that I've had with men, that it was really creepy ass niggas out there. Like, it was some creepy ass Jews out there that was preying on me, my youth, me being an adolescent, not knowing any better. And um I got to really see how creepy men were. And I felt like when I was dating, my intention always, like, to dating was for a guy to just see me who I really was. Like, I wanted him to see me for who I was, as the woman that I was. And lots of times, because I wasn't all the way together, in my transition, they took advantage of that. You know, they took advantage of that. Yeah, I've dealt with some experiences that I probably should have not have dealt with, especially with men that were a lot older than me at the time. So that's one part of it, right? Dating as a trans woman. Starting back on just being an adolescent, being a teen, lots of fucking creeps. I wound up getting a boyfriend about at the age of 15, 16. So 16. And things started to, change from there. So getting more into like my teenagehood, dating as a trans woman, I had a boyfriend, my first boyfriend, and this first boyfriend really opened my eyes to what it was to date as a trans woman. Um, Especially being so young and wanting love and wanting validation And at the time, that's what he gave me. A part of me did equate having a man with being a woman, being feminine or whatever. And so I think that was a big part of my transition too, was dealing with men for that validation. And and that was a really unhealthy way of dealing with that when I was younger, because even though I'm grateful to have that relationship that I've had, he fucked me over, him not being out or openly dealing with trans women and vocal about that, and his family also finding out what I was, and him still being like an adolescent. It was a lot of shit, y'all. Okay, so like, his cousin had found out, came to the door one day, I guess. I'm still young, so I wasn't all the way passable like hi. I wasn't serving cunt the way I was serving cunt back then, but I still was real cute. I had a boyfriend, so the boys like me. But anyway, I digress. His cousin wound up clocking me and wound up telling his brothers. He had 3 brothers, and his mother was like really bad. She was like really bad on drugs, and she had like really bad anger problems. Like, she was kind of bipolar. She was weird. And for her to find that out, like, oh my God, oh my God, I was about to say his name, Jesus, but just pretty much like, oh, my son is dealing with a faggy, like, my son is dealing with a man, a trans, or whatever. It was just all of these different things that she had to say about it, and that, we had to deal with. He was scrutinized tremendously, and I appreciate him for sticking through with me doing that. But I think I was exposed to that just a little bit too early. Like, that was some real life shit, dealing with his mother not liking me and saying, hey, you can't deal with this person, and yet him literally getting kicked out to move in with me, like, and so I'm 16, 17 years old living with my boyfriend because his parents did not accept him. Affects the self-esteem. Yes, you clocked it right on the head. And hey to everyone that has is entered the chat and stuff like that. Hey, what's up, y'all? But yes, oh my God, you clocked that right on the head. But it really does. It affects the self-esteem, and it affected his self-esteem, and I kind of seen how society could really corrode a black man's self-esteem when he's dealing with a trans woman. He was scrutinized by his brothers, his mother, his grandmother. Like I said, he came in my house, was living with me, but that's when shit got real. Okay, that's when shit got really real, because to have a man that, like, living with you at that young ass age, you being trans, oh my God, girls, like, it was so much shit I was not ready for. Him cheating on me was one of them. And when I was being that young, you don't know how to deal with shit like that. You don't know how to cope with your boyfriend that you feel madly in love with and that you think that you're going to spend the rest of your days with. You don't expect him to cheat on you. And that's exactly what happened. And it really fucked with my self-esteem. And this is why. This is the part. Oh my God. Let me really get into why. Did he build? Girl, I just was about to get into this tea. This is exactly what I was about to say. He did, yo. Oh my God. He built so much resentment against me because of his family and society, like, had so much to say about it. And I think at one point he really did love me, but it was so much judgment on what his peers and his brothers and family was saying. It fucked with his own self-esteem and his self-image, and he started to, like, really resent me and not like me because of that things. And that's why he started to cheat. He started to cheat to feel that validation, because he was cheating with cisgender women. He was cheating with biological women to pretty much prove his stance to his family members, like, oh yeah, you not with that gay shit, yeah, you know. And so me, young, transitioning, like, bitch, I'm a young fucking doll, and to be dealing with that type of stress, it was way too much for me. That type of insecurity that it placed on me. Like, I stopped moaning for a while because I was so, like, enmeshed in that relationship, and I started to become really depressed and just hyper fixated on him, and if he was cheating on me, I fell off, bitch. I'm not going to even lie to you, bitch. I fell off. I looked in the mirror one day and I was like, girl, you need to take a hormone shot. What are you doing? Like, bitch, we trying to transition young so we can be cut, and you falling off it, like no, you feel me, y'all? Like, it was very disheartening, and it fucked with my self-esteem so much, but it validated him. He got all of the validation that he needed, from his family. You know, they where, you know, he was in their good graces, to even to the point where his mother was like, oh yeah, you can come back home now. And everything kind of dissolved once he started to obey and do what his parents wanted him to do. But it just was so fucked up that he resented me, and my feelings were the cost of his happiness, of him being approved by his family and peers. It really did suck. It really did hurt. It fucked with my transition. It delayed my oh my God, this is very important. It delayed my transition dramatically, dealing with that relationship, because I was not ready, and I didn't have the mental capacity of just leave a nigga. Like, now I just know, oh bitch, just leave his ass, bitch. A nigga do something to you, you know. But I didn't have that self-love within me. I didn't know myself. My identity was the relationship. You know, we were together since I was 16. We broke up when I was 19. Like, that was a long time, okay? And throughout that journey of being in that relationship throughout my teenagehood, pretty much half of my teenagehood, it really fucked with my self-image, my self-esteem. I really had to build myself back up from the ground again, because I felt extremely insecure about myself and being trans after that, because of the amount of shame that was placed on me on being trans. And it held me down. It held me back from chasing after certain dreams, because I was reminded, not just from, you know, being trans and looking in the mirror and shit like that, but from other people, from outside voices affecting how I looked and seen myself. And it really did. It really did. I never on my transition, y'all. I'm not going to even hold you. Let me read some of the comments. I've been there, sis. Drained as fuck. Oh my God, girl. Drained as a bitch. You drained as a bitch. Them dealing with men and transitioning is not it. And I'm going to say this before I reach your last message. I'm so glad you moved to a better space and gained self-love. Absolutely. I'm so glad I did that as well. But what I was about to say, y'all, I was about to say, if I didn't go through that shit, for one, I would have not found myself. Like I don't think I would have really found who I was. But I would have been a lot further ahead. I would have been way further ahead in my transition and not letting that him affect my shit like that. Like I truly think any girl that transition don't need to be in no relationship until you damn near done, bitch. I'm sorry, unless you got a super supportive partner, like trans liberal rights, like he gotta be like yeah, ace boom boom. That gotta be young nigga, like that gotta be like y'all gotta be locked the hell in. Like locked. If he's not giving you that type of love, you cannot be with him. You can't afford to give your love to nobody else transitioning and being like this. You can't. All of it gotta go to you. As selfish as it sounds, but how do you, else you think that you're going to become beautiful and blossom into this new creature, this new being? How? If you're giving all of your energy, all of your resources to another individual that you need to give to yourself. We are recreating a whole, this is expensive. This is timely. It costs to be trans, okay? Emotionally. For one, it's taxing as fuck. Physically, it's taxing as fuck. Mentally, emotionally, everything. Being like this is taxing. So you can't sit up there and give yourself, cheat yourself. You can't cheat yourself. You gotta be selfish, and especially if you're gonna be dating and being in relationships, because it will set you back in your transition. I'm letting you know that right now. And if I could go back to my younger self, I would say do not be in no relationship. Leave that nigga alone. It's plenty of niggas. And for one, he not even all that. He's not even all that, girl. He's not even all that. And he's so tainted from the world and certain shit that happened that transpired between us, because I'm not gonna lie, I did not know how to handle that. I used to flip the fuck out on him. Okay, I did not. I probably scarred that man. I ain't gonna lie, cause of this shit that I found out, bitch. I scarred him. I'm sure I did. But you know, it would have saved me so much mental energy. Oh my God. Don't be in a relationship if you transition. Don't be dating like that. I know you want somebody that's gonna love you and hold you. We want that love as trans women. We want it. Okay. But because the way we are, we live the way that we do, we get to see inside of the looking glass that nobody else gets to see. Okay, we get to really see how fucked up niggas is. Some of the shit that some of the biological assistants, they'll never know about a man. But we get to see all of that shit without the rose colored glasses, baby. And that is the gift that we have. That's truly a gift, being like this and having that foresight, is that we get to see shit that nobody else gets to see or experience. I don't know why somebody's trying to come up on here like what. Okay, let's just be messy real quick, because what we
What's
doing?
going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on? What
How
we doing?
how you doing today?
I'm doing great.
I have a question for you though. So, real quick, don't you think it's crazy how some people could just quit despite the fact that they just met?
They hit click. What you mean?
Yeah, as in, when you meet somebody for the first time, right? Yeah, so you guys get into a deep conversation. You probably already know the more nice the conversation is, the more a deep connection can be made.
Okay.
May I have your name?
My name is Gabrielle, but right now I cannot talk to you because I'm on a live talking about being trans and my experience growing up as a
Whoa,
teenage
whoa,
trans person.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Peace. Thank you. You see how quick that just worked, y'all? I love that. I didn't even have to find the I didn't even have to find the goddamn exit button. I'm so glad. Bitch. Oh, it's like a superpower. Anyway, yo, that was a key, wasn't it? That was a key. I'm like, let's wrap this shit up. Let's wrap this shit up. Like, for real. I don't give a fuck about what you're saying, sir, at all. This has nothing to do with the live and what I'm talking about. Oh my god, that was a good one, y'all. Stop. I be on here keying. We do not want to key today. My dad called. I missed some of the convo. Oh, okay, girl. I just was talking about just finishing it off. By just saying real fast. You see, like, girl, what? That was quick. Like, boom, boom. Okay, we wrapped that up. Peace. Yes, dead. Please leave me alone. I don't want to see you. And your teeth was yellow. Oh, okay. Anyway. Um, yeah. But I just left off by saying, like, just don't be in a relationship if you're transitioning as a woman. You're transitioning, into a woman. You transition, a woman. Y'all get what I'm saying. Don't do it. Don't do it because it delays you. Okay, like that relationship. If I wasn't in that relationship, I would have been a lot further. So that's pretty much all I was saying. It really holds you back, especially if somebody is not going to love you on the extent that you need somebody to love you more than you love you, damn near. Like they need to love you, like love their self a lot too in order to love you. So that is very important. They have to know who they are. They gotta love their self. They gotta have a basis on who they are and not be moved by much. But also they have to like love you a lot harder. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you because the shit that we go through and we experience and the shit that they're gonna be subjected to and results of that, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. So, like, but they gotta have tough skin and a thick, full heart of love, okay? Because if not, it's not going to pan out well for you in your transition because you didn't given all your energy to somebody that can't grow your shit, that can't multiply it. If you can't multiply what I have in my life and what I've already built for myself, I can't deal with you. And I'm not just talking about financially, even though that's a part of it. But emotionally, emotionally is the biggest part too. Financially and emotionally, bitch, they hand in hand. If you can't give it to me financially and emotionally, then I can't give it to you. Mentally, we can work on some things because sometimes people ain't always going to agree. I'm an Aries, so I kind of like a little bit of conflict, a little bit of, I'm cool with that. We can work on shit mentally, but you gotta have it emotionally because the emotional intelligence is is what really equals to a open-minded person. Okay, somebody that is just so stuck in logic and just one way can often be bigots towards you. That's how we see like people like with the Laverne Cox situation, like she was dating a YT a police officer or whatever case may be. And y'all, I done dated a white YT police officer too. I'm not even gonna hold you. Very liberal, but I couldn't deal with it. I broke up with it. I stopped dealing with him. I couldn't deal with that. But the point that I'm making is that you can deal with that. But just don't go too far with it. Don't go too far with certain people. Love who loves you. Okay, that's where we're gonna leave that. I don't want to get all too bad in the deep end. I'm sure he's gonna be in the messages. Girl, in the message request, girl, they always and then they always try to play like that because they know that you're live, so they want to act like, oh shit, well, fuck it out, go out. I mean, shit, you really would talk anyway if you knew you wasn't on live, but that's why I did the way I did it because I already knew, oh yeah, you're one of those types. You're immediately gonna jump off. And I'm fine with that. Girl, don't tell me I just got a message request too. Stop it. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. What? Oh my god. Why did it just told me to add somebody that I don't fuck with no more to the live. I need them to stop requesting this person to show them any damn thing because I don't want this person. I don't know why they keep doing that shit. Anyway, y'all, I digress. But dating a YT dude, ooh, what was it like? It wasn't for me. I ain't gonna hold you. I got a little bit too much personality and it just wasn't for me, sis. I'm not gonna lie to you. Dating a YT was not for me. If you a YT, you gotta have like a little black up in you. Like you gotta be those YTs. For me, personally, that's like a little bit hood. Like not a lot, but you just got a little dash of it. And he did to a certain extent, but very biased. Very ignorant. I remember one time we went to a bar, right? And it was like a motorcycle type of bar. The food was good as shit, by the way, just say. But it was clear that a lot of YT people was in there, right? Motorcycle type of gang. And I remember before going in there, he was just like, oh, I'm scared to go in there. Like, I'm nervous. Like, I don't know. I'm like, why the fuck are you nervous? Like, come on, I'm ready to eat. Come on, let's go. Like, let's go. Like, I don't know. Because I had a black girlfriend before. And when we experienced racism before. And I just don't want nobody to say nothing. I'm like, well, bitch, I ain't never experienced no outward racism. I ain't never had nobody come up to say no racist shit in my face. Online, people crack slick. That's online. People feel comfortable behind these screens. But I really was just looking at him like, are you fucking serious? You took me to this restaurant, to this place, to this bar, and now you're scared to go in because you're scared to be judged by them because I'm black. Bitch, I gagged. Like, mind you, I was like, oh wow, I'm really up here telling him like, well, I've never experienced no outward racism. Like, I haven't. He's just like, really, like, really, bitch. I'm really trying to convince him that it's going to be okay. Girl, it was too much. It was too much. And then he talked about himself so much. I think he was a narcissist. Rarely asked me any questions. Just talked about himself so fucking much. I just zoned out. Girl, I just was like, at that point, I just was enjoying the food and just tuning him the fuck out. Because he asked me one question about myself, very self-absorbed. Wasn't it. Just wasn't it. Had biased opinions. Not it. Oh, no, he didn't. Yes, girl. Scared. Scared, girl. I'm really like, yo. I've been in the white bars before. And then when we got in there, it was other black people in there. So I'm really looking at him like, bitch, you did too much. Like, I'm really turned off by you now. Like, and then try to give me a kiss. Bitch, don't give me no kiss. I'm turned off by you. Like, what? You try to pull it like you scared, bitch. And I'm walking in there. I'm a hot little thing walking up in there. I ain't gonna hold you. And they seen this little caramel chocolate walking through. They say, shit. Huh. And I was looking a little alright too that night. Shit, please. So, you know, it was horrible. I wouldn't do it again. I won't say I wouldn't, but definitely if I see any of those type of red flags, cut the fuck off. And like I said, you gotta be kind of obsessed with me. Like, you gotta be low key, like, not like on no crazy shit, but you gotta be obsessed. Not crazily obsessed, but a healthy obsession with me. Yeah. Yeah, and it just wasn't giving that with him. It was giving very much. He was a secret bottom and he wanted to have some tranny schmeat. Oh my god, another fucking person requesting me again. And I wanna cut up. Let me see. Hi.
Hi,
Yeah, she kind of cute.
repeat.
Alright, well listen, babe. Listen, babe. I'm doing a video about me being trans right now, so I can't talk, okay?
Where you from?
All right. Yes, I need you to hang up. Hang up, sis. Hang up.
Size?
End the live, sis. You got to end the live, baby.
Doctors.
Trini,
हाँ
Trini,
बा
Trini, Trini.
मैं हाले नहीं खानी अब्बू हाले नहीं खानी
Like, I like this shit.
नालदान हाले नहीं खाना
Oh, that's how I do it. All right, y'all. See, that's why I don't like to do this shit. Because they don't give you an option to hang up on people. Like, how do people be hanging up on people in here? See, this live just went all the way live. Get all right, come on. All right, bye, baby. Bye. Bye.
Veg.
What the fuck?
Okay, follow me back.
All right, I'll follow you back. All
Follow
right,
back.
all right, baby.
No follow.
All right, you gotta hang up though.
Follow. Follow back.
My fucking God. How do I follow back? All right, baby, I followed you back. All right, baby. Hang up or I unfollow you. Oh my God. Hang up. You gotta hang up. Do you understand English? Yo,
Start the match.
how do you hang up on here, y'all? Cause this is some dumb ass shit. I really need to learn how to to do this. Okay. All right, there we go. Alright. I didn't learn how to do something, y'all. Alright, that just went really left. I'm just on here being messy now. And then the motherfucker got the nerve to do it again. Like, I'm about to cuss him the fuck out. And I don't want to do that. Let me get off of here. Alright, y'all. Alright, y'all. I'm out of here. Alright, girl. Let me see. Alright, I followed you back too. Alright, girl. I'm out of here.